Hello and welcome to Simon's Trading Channel, where Bitcoin on CME perfectly tapped 105, which somebody may have mentioned as a target, and pretty annoying pullback. So yeah, let's go straight on with the price action. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, I'm actually not going to dwell on the daily. Using the mighty Chicago Mercantile Exchange, I'm going to spin you a wee yarn, as you would say if you were Celtic, which I am. Now, you can see periods of consolidation so far in the bull run. Big one here, even bigger one here. What was the, excuse me, annoying cough. What was the percentage move before there was some consolidation within the trending move? Well, it was about 42%. So when price broke above the top of this consolidation area, which was on this candle, did about 42%, 40%, then it went sideways for a bit. Okay, let's see what's happened so far. Remember, this is on CME. 42%. So I'm not hugely surprised, having had a consolidation followed by 40% move, and then just basically a cooling off for a few weeks. Never broke below the midpoint of the Bollinger Band. And then another impulsive move. I wouldn't be surprised, excuse me, if something similar happens. And if, this sort of 105 region is going to be a bit of a holding point for Bitcoin, maybe for a few weeks. And this was 2, 6, 7, 8. This broke out on the 9th week. So we've had kind of 2 weeks in that area. Another 7 weeks from here would basically take Bitcoin into the end of January. And then maybe there'll be one more move for the end of the bull run. There's nobody, I don't know. It's just a guess. But I'm just drawing a parallel between this massive consolidation, which was very similar in weeks, to this one, impulsive move that followed. So it was an impulsive leg up, followed by a cool-off period, never broke below the midpoint of the Bollinger Band, followed by another leg up. So will something similar happen? Maybe, maybe not. It'll probably look something completely different, and what I just told you will be wrong. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, that'll do for CME. And now I'm going to switch over to the daily time frame, where you can see, was it a beautiful tap? Not quite. The perpetual exchanges didn't quite get up to 105, more like 103 and a half, which, rubbish, eh? And to be fair, there are still 3.5 hours left of this day, but the closure does not look like it's going to occur outside of the Bollinger Band. So what does that mean on a daily time frame? And I said this yesterday, a daily closure needs to occur above 101 for volatility expansion on a daily time frame to occur. So it occurred a few times then. Oh, it's just sideways consolidation. It's sideways and up, We shall see if this starts to look more like a top in good time. But I think Thursday's today, Friday's tomorrow, so most of the trading for Bitcoin will finish tomorrow afternoon. I think it's consolidation probably into next week. And then will the rest of December be up? Don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be watching the price action, trying to get rid of my cough and doing what the price action tells me. From the point of view of momentum, so to get this red color MACD to turn green, Bitcoin has to close today back above basically 100,000. It doesn't look like it's going to do it. So the MACD continues to cool off. Still momentum to the upside, obviously, but the MACD is cooling off. You know, double-edged sword. But I'll come back to that in another video. 4 hour. Oh, that's a pump and a dump. So if you would like to bear with me, so you can see volatility expansion happened basically yesterday evening, and then a lot of the gains from yesterday evening have come back down or have been sold off. But Bitcoin is still above the midpoint of the Bollinger Band on the 4 hour time frame with 3.5 hours to go until this candle closes. So at the very least, this is sideways and up consolidation. But we'll see what happens. Closures back below what is clearly a support resistance level at, well, depends on your time frame, but probably for the 4 hour, pretty much where the midpoint of the Bollinger Band is, around about 97.5. That's the support resistance level on the 4 hour. You know, back below there, then this really looks like it will all retrace. For now, if you put on a Fibonacci retracement from this bottom, and it's always a bit arbitrary where you put your Fibonacci on, so you can see that so far, I took it from this wick low here to the wick high, it has perfectly tapped to 618, which is an area within Fibonacci of a reasonable pullback that you would still deem trend continuation. However, we get rid of that. If Bitcoin starts to close below the 618, which is around that sort of 98, probably 97.5, then you're probably looking at a greater pullback and maybe even a full retracement back down towards sort of 95. But again, we'll see what happens. So right now, I don't think it's game over, although I do wonder if most of the upside is probably done for this week. You can see on the daily that it's just consolidation. 4 hours a bit more, you know, bumpy and a bit more annoying in a way, but there's no overall change. Even on the 4 hour time frame, you can still see a slew of higher lows. And if Bitcoin turns back up from where it is now, that'll be another higher low. So higher lows are uptrends. Trend is your friend, as always. Okay, I think that'll do for now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If so, please like and subscribe. And join me tomorrow for Friday, and we'll see where CME looks like it's going to close this weekly. Hopefully, I won't cough so much. Take care. It's been a pleasure. See you tomorrow.